Roscoe area veterans mark Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day with a ceremony at Riverside Park Sunday, honoring the more than 2,400 servicemen and almost 70 civilians who lost their lives from the attack 84 years ago. Organizers from the VFW Post 2955 led the service along the Rock River, beginning with a short prayer before placing a wreath into the water to honor those killed on December 7, 1941. This tragic event launched the United States into World War II. A rifle volley and the playing of taps followed at 11:58 a.m., the exact time the attack began. The Roscoe VFW has hosted this remembrance since the late 1980s.
We always have the motto that we will never forget them, and we do that on a daily basis. And we must adhere to the principles of the freedom that we now have is continuing education for the future generations to never let it die.